What up with it? What up with it, man? We here to do it again, man. We blessed to do it again. You hear me? It's your boy, Black. React with Black. You know what I'm saying? Mate, what's up with you, YouTube family? Hope everything is doing good, going good. Hope everything is going great. You hear me? I hope y'all having a good day. You dig? So I know some of y'all, man, remember that Jeezy and Gucci beef. It got real for a second, didn't it? It got real for a second, man. Oh, me. But it seemed like Jeezy didn't really want that smoke with Gucci. After Gucci did, you hear me? After he sent that fire, you dig? You know what I mean? So, you know, tapped in, man, with Hood War Chronicles, man. Y'all go subscribe to that channel, man. Hood War Chronicles. You dig? Yeah, man. Trying to see what was really going on with this beef and why Jeezy was so hesitant on continuing what he started and what he really couldn't finish. You hear me? Oh me. So let's get into this video, man. Oh me. Jeezy versus Gucci.
I don't got no respect for him. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Ignore
I did what I had to do. I ain't nobody a legend. You can see somebody me, you thought I'm gonna call you a legend?
True.
What's a legend about that?
He needed to be in the ground. Put his supposed to be. He tried.
He just looked me dead in my eyes, and what I saw back terrified me. What I was looking back at absolutely terrified me. Gucci Mane is the boogeyman of him. He is the boogeyman. And instead of boo, he says burr.
I'ma keep it real, like, growing up on the east side, bro, Gucci made me hate Young Jeezy as a child. I used to really be like, man, Jeezy. Right. I'm from the east side, Gucci type. Oh God, Gucci had a big impact. Like, right. Gucci was the one.
One of the biggest beefs to ever come out of Atlanta's rap scene, but somehow not talked about enough, is the feud between Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy. This all kicked off back in 2005, and trust me, it was way more than just some words thrown around. It got real physical.
Man, what's going on with you and Jeezy?
Hey man, if y'all wasn't around in these times, hey, you missed one of the realest beefs. You did? A real beef, man. These niggas right here didn't like each other at all. You hear me? Man, it got real. But I was a Gucci fan off top. You hear me? I was a Gucci fan off top. I mean, Jeezy, when he came, man, he took over some shit. Don't get me wrong. Jeezy came, man, and it was like a wave. You hear me? Snowman wave. That's a fact. A lot of niggas was bumping Jeezy. But, hey, I always bump that Gucci. The old Gucci. This new nigga, I don't know, my nigga. Nah, I can't listen to that nigga. But the old Gucci, oh man, it wasn't no skips. You hear me? We was listening to Gucci back to back, getting to the bread. You hear me? Yeah, you had to be around with this one, man. That's a fact.
So, what's got you feeling that way, man?
Niggas should be doing a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what I mean? Like a little.
If you know your hip-hop history, then you already know Gucci Mane wasn't someone to mess with. I mean, the man earned the nickname Boogeyman of hip-hop for a reason. He just looked me dead in my eyes, and what I saw back terrified me. What I was looking back at absolutely terrified me. Gucci Mane is the boogeyman of hip-hop. He is.
Shut up, Charlamagne. Everybody the boogeyman to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't stand on no business. You'll say, yeah, you'll stand on what you say. I can't say that. But when it's time to get down or get jiggy with some, hey man, you ain't ready. You hear me? You scared of anything. So your words ain't holding no weight, player. Get to
it. The boogeyman, and instead of boo, he says burr.
One of the craziest things that went down because of this beef was when a hit was allegedly put out on Gucci. 5 armed men showed up to attack him, but let's just say things didn't go as planned. Gucci ended up handling all 5 of them on his own.
Hit him with
One
that
of them even
fire.
lost their life during the chaos.
Another guy had a weapon, hit one of the other guys with a weapon.
With that
it became
fire.
a situation where he defended himself.
He needed to be in the ground. Put his supposed to be. He tried.
So yeah, when it comes to this drama, it's safe to say Young Jeezy didn't come out on top. By all accounts, he took a major L. But there's so much more to this story, so let's dig into the details.
Let's
the
dig.
exact reason behind the beef between Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy has always been a bit unclear. Both of them have told different stories over the years, with even people like Zaytoven and DJ Drama chiming in at times. However, one common thread that keeps coming up is the infamous So Icy record. For those who might not know, So Icy was a breakout hit for both Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy, and it played a major role in putting them on the map, especially in Atlanta back in 2005. At the time, Jeezy was an up-and-coming artist with a real buzz in Atlanta. This was before his iconic Trap or Die mixtape dropped. Meanwhile, Gucci Mane was also grinding to make a name for himself. Seeing an opportunity, Zaytoven, the producer behind So Icy, decided to bring the two rappers together. Zay had already been working with Gucci, but knew Jeezy had some momentum in the city, so he thought this collaboration could be a win for both artists. Zaytoven called up Gucci Mane, pitched the idea, and Gucci was down. Zay then picked up Gucci, brought him to his house, and the two of them got to work. Together they created the track that would become So Icy. Not long after, Jeezy came through to Zay's house, heard the song, and immediately jumped on it. At the time, neither Gucci nor Jeezy could have predicted how big the track would become. It was just another collaboration. But when the record blew up, things quickly got messy. By 2005, both Gucci and Jeezy were gearing up to release their debut albums. Gucci was preparing to drop Trap House, while Jeezy was working on Thug Motivation 101.
Well, Trap House and Thug Motivation 101, heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? You ain't listen to it, run that back, man, and go listen to that. You hear me? But I always say, every good artist that's still lasting, man, they first album that they blew up on, it's always their best. They don't never top that album again, man. You hear me? If y'all could think of somebody, man, that topped they album that put them on, man, y'all comment below, man, and let me know. Because from what I know and all other artists, man, that first album that gets them noticed, they can never top it. They can never top it, man. You hear me? They can't never top it, yo. Real talk. I don't know what it is. I think they get used to that money. They get used to the fame. They like, hey, I ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? That hunger is gone. You hear me? So, I don't know what be happening, man.
Naturally, when you've got a hit song, you want it on your album to help boost sales and visibility. And this is where the problem started. Both Gucci and Jeezy have repeatedly denied wanting So Icy for their respective albums. But from the outside looking in, it seemed like that's exactly what sparked the tension. Ultimately, So Icy ended up on Gucci Mane's album Trap House and not on Jeezy's Thug Motivation 101. What made things worse was the lack of communication between the two artists about the decision. Jeezy reportedly felt blindsided when the song landed on Gucci's album without any discussion. From there, things went downhill fast. People in both camps started talking, hyping up the tension, and planting seeds of mistrust. What could have been a small misunderstanding snowballed into a full-blown beef. Feeling disrespected by how everything played out, Jeezy decided to address it the only way rappers knew how, through music. Jeezy released a diss track called Stay Strapped, and in it, he didn't hold back. The song included
which was a
$10,000 bounty on Gucci Mane's chain, which was basically an open invitation for people to come at Gucci.
Matter of fact, real talk, nigga, I got about stacks, man. You know Jeezy pay.
When Jeezy dropped his diss track Stay Strapped in May 2005, it was a game changer. Fans couldn't deny how hard the track hit. From the instrumental to the bars, it was straight heat. But the part that left a lot of people divided was the infamous
That track was hard. That diss track, man, that shit was hard. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie. But when Gucci came back with, I'm sure you're gonna talk about it. When Gucci came with his diss track, oh, bruh.
This $10,000 bounty Jeezy put on Gucci Mane's chain. It wasn't just about snatching jewelry. The streets knew it could mean taking Gucci out completely. Jeezy's connection to BMF, Black Mafia family, and his reputation in the streets made this even more dangerous. The streets were already ruthless, and putting a bounty like that out there only fueled the fire. Everyone knew Gucci wasn't someone to play with either. He had his own street reputation. The situation was a ticking time bomb, and it was clear something fatal could happen. Now, Gucci Mane didn't waste time responding. Later that same month, he dropped Round 1, his own diss track aimed squarely at Jeezy. Gucci was officially letting Jeezy and the streets know the beef was real. And just like Jeezy's track, Gucci's diss was hard. Then
that was one of them. That's not the one I'm talking about, G. Not the one I'm talking about, man. Niggas know. He should talk about it though, cause that was the one. If he don't say nothing about it, I'm gonna let y'all know what it is.
Then things escalated to a whole new level. On May 10th, 2005, Gucci was chilling at his house with a female friend when chaos erupted. Allegedly, 5 armed men broke into his house, ambushing him.
Short, he visited a young lady, went over to her place. She was there, he was there. At one point, she opened up a door. 5 guys come running in.
They started a Gucci, and according to reports, they even threatened to shoot him. But Gucci wasn't the type to back down. Living up to his reputation as a gangster rapper, he grabbed his gun and started shooting. In the commotion, Gucci hit one of the intruders and the rest fled the scene. The female friend reportedly ran out too.
Another guy had a weapon, hit one of the other guys.
Cause she the one that set him up. What you mean? She the one that set him up. She opening up doors and shit. She ain't even told him like, hey, it's like 5 dudes out here. You hear me? She just opening up doors. Yeah, she set them up. Most females do. Be careful out there, man.
A weapon. It became a situation where he defended himself.
The man Gucci shot turned out to be Pookie Lock, a rapper affiliated with Jeezy's
Pookie
camp
Lock.
and someone Jeezy reportedly grew.
Name is Pookie Loke, but I'm sure this is an AI voice, and they typed that name in there. AI, I think it say Loke, Pookie Loke.
Up with. Days later, Pookie Lock's body was found near a school in Decatur, Georgia. The fallout was immediate. A warrant was issued for Gucci Mane's arrest, and he turned himself in, facing a IMDR charge. While in jail, Gucci gave a phone interview saying, "I just want everyone to know I'm not a IMDR. I was upset, scared a little bit, but I had to do what I had to do. You gotta be a man about it. I'm not a bad person. I have remorse for everything that happened." It was clear Gucci was in a tough spot, and the whole situation was spiraling out of control. Meanwhile, Jeezy was distancing himself from the incident. Even though Pookie Lock was connected to him, Jeezy denied having anything to do with the situation. He brushed it off, claiming Gucci was just trying to use the drama for publicity to sell records. As Gucci sat in jail dealing with a IMDR charge, Jeezy was living it up, dropping hit records, selling albums, and thriving in the spotlight. Fast forward to January 17th, 2006, and Gucci Mane finally went to trial. His defense was simple. It was self-defense. He testified that the men had broken into his home, attacked him, and threatened to off him. A key witness, likely the female friend, backed up his story. The court ruled in Gucci's favor, and he was acquitted of all charges. By the time Gucci got out, nearly a year had passed. Most people assumed the beef had died down, especially after everything that had happened. But Gucci surprised everyone when he went back to the studio and dropped a diss track called 745. This song reignited the tension, as Gucci took shots at Jeezy again and even threw some shade at Jay-Z toward the end.
Now that's Jeezy. You ain't a no man. You're more like a
Fans couldn't believe Gucci would go there, especially after his legal
That
battle.
still ain't the one.
But the track was fire, and it seemed like Gucci wasn't ready to let things go. Jeezy, however, decided not to respond. For a moment, it seemed like things might settle down. But then, 2 years later in 2008, Gucci teamed up with DJ Drama, a close friend and collaborator of Jeezy's, to release a Gangsta Grillz mixtape called The Movie. This move didn't sit well with Jeezy. Drama and Jeezy had made history together with their iconic mixtapes, so Drama working with Gucci felt felt like a betrayal. Drama, however, always maintained that he wasn't picking sides. He saw himself as neutral, refusing to get caught up in the drama between the two rappers. By January 12, 2009, the tension between Jeezy and DJ Drama reached a boiling point. That night, at a screening for the movie Notorious, Jeezy and Drama's entourages ran into each other, and things popped off. The crews clashed, turning the event into a chaotic scene. This was just months after Jeezy publicly dissed Drama, calling him a cornball and a B for working with Gucci Mane. The tension between all sides was bubbling over. A few months later, on June 15, 2009, Jeezy reignited the beef on wax by dropping the track 24-23. In the song, Jeezy took direct shots at Gucci, making it clear the issues weren't resolved.
I'm on my Louis shit today, Gucci Mane. Still on my
Fans were bracing for Gucci to respond, but surprisingly, he didn't. For a while, it seemed like the beef might simmer down again. Then, in a shocking turn of events, on December 4, 2009, Gucci Mane announced a collaboration with Jeezy. The announcement caught everyone off guard. Nobody thought the two could ever set their differences aside, especially given how violent things had gotten. Gucci, who was locked up at the time, called into a radio station alongside DJ Drama to declare a truce. During the call, Gucci said, "It's way bigger than all of us. The city has been supporting us, and they deserve this. We're getting older, growing up, so let's do it for the city." The news was a major surprise, and fans were cautiously optimistic. The two released the track Trap or Die 2, and it was well received. Gucci even went on Big Boy's Neighborhood on December 15, 2009, doubling down on the truce and promising more music with Jeezy. For a moment, it seemed like peace was finally possible. But of course, things didn't stay quiet for long. On March 4, 2010, Gucci and Jeezy weren't even present when their entourages clashed again, this time resulting in a brawl. Reports say Waka Flocka, who was still establishing his own career but widely seen as Gucci Mane's
Waka. See how that go? The two bosses, man, they was like, man, we good, we cool. But the little niggas, it's always the little niggas, man. You hear me? Two heads is good, but it's gonna be somebody in the group of them little niggas, man, that's like, man, I don't care what them niggas is doing. You hear me? I still don't like that nigga. You hear me? But Waka, hey man, Waka was going through a lot of stuff when he first came up, man. A lot of people wanted his head, man, and he wasn't having it. You dig? That nigga had to go through it. For real. Waka.
Enforcer was involved. Waka ended up leaving the fight with a black eye, reportedly courtesy of Slick Pula, one of Jeezy's artists. This fight reignited the beef, even though neither Gucci nor Jeezy had been directly involved. It's a classic scenario in hip-hop beefs. Often, it's the people around the artist who escalate situations. The artists themselves usually have bigger things to focus on, like their careers, but the actions of their crews can pull them back into drama. Surprisingly, after this altercation, things stayed relatively quiet for about a year and a half. No diss tracks were exchanged, and there were no more public incidents. Then, on August 11, 2011, Gucci Mane officially closed the door on any hope of reconciliation. In an interview, he said, "I can't see myself ever rapping with Jeezy again. It's not something that's repairable. We did what we did, and we can just coexist without crossing paths." Months later, Jeezy appeared on MTV's Rap Fix Live on December 11, 2011. During an interview with Sway, he was asked about the origins of his beef with Gucci and whether it could be repaired. Jeezy dropped a surprising revelation. He claimed the beef started because Gucci was upset that Jeezy didn't perform So Icy with him.
Oh, I guess this AI voice ain't gonna tell y'all, but for the ones that know, the diss track The Truth that Gucci did, man, banger. You know what I'm saying? He went in on Jeezy. You hear me? If you don't know, you should know. It's called The Truth by Gucci Mane. Go listen to it if you ain't listened to it. Cause that man, he went in on Jeezy. You hear me? Yeah, you got a lot of diss tracks that went hard, but that one there, man, disrespectful. Facts.
Jeezy explained that at the time he was undergoing throat surgery, which he hadn't told anyone about, not even his label. According to Jeezy, this misunderstanding snowballed into the infamous feud. Fans were left wondering if this was the full truth or if Jeezy was trying to rewrite the narrative. Either way, Gucci had a very different perspective. In 2012, Gucci Mane appeared on The Breakfast Club and made it clear he had zero respect for Jeezy. When Charlemagne asked about squashing the beef or recognizing each other as legends, Gucci didn't hold back. "I can't look at him as a legend," Gucci said. "He tried to off me."
You guys respectfully ignore each other.
I don't got no respect for him. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Ignore.
I did what I had to do. I ain't nobody a legend. You see somebody's tell me call you a legend?
True.
What's a legend about that?
Hey, Gucci, that old Gucci, man, he was going against everybody. He didn't care who you was. He's going against everybody, yo. Real talk. Niggas wasn't messing with him either. You hear me?
This was during a period when Gucci was going off the rails. He was making headlines for his erratic behavior, going on wild Twitter rants, and dissing anyone in his path.
Everybody.
Gucci himself admitted during the interview that he felt like something bad was going to happen if he didn't go to jail, whether to himself or someone else. 2 days after Gucci's explosive Breakfast Club interview, Jeezy appeared on Big Boy's Neighborhood to respond. He downplayed the situation, saying, "Man, everybody knows that boy is ain't nobody taking him serious. He got an ice cream cone on his face. Let's be real. I'm not going back. I'm going forward." Jeezy's tone was dismissive, making it clear he wasn't interested in reigniting the beef.
I feel like, everybody know that boy. Nobody taking him seriously, man. Damn. He got an ice cream cone on his face, man. Let's be for real. You know what I mean?
But Gucci felt differently. He took to the studio and dropped one of the most infamous diss tracks in hip-hop history, The Truth. The track wasn't flashy or overproduced.
Bang.
It was simple, raw, and brutally honest. Gucci aired out everything he had to say about Jeezy, sparing no details. One of the most infamous lines from the track was, "A $10,000 bounty put on my neck. I hope you didn't pay them, because they didn't have no success."
A $10,000 bounty put on my neck. I hope you didn't pay them cause they didn't have.
Gucci didn't hold back. He aired everything out, from accusations of Jeezy getting robbed to questioning his parenting. He even dragged R&B singer Keisha Cole into the drama, claiming Jeezy was in love with her while she was allegedly with other men.
Hey, man.
Though
Keisha Cole, she got a lot of skeletons in her closet, G. You hear me? Her name pops up in everything when it's involving a relationship with a man. And her shit just keeps going downhill. Every man she get with goes downhill. I wonder what's up with you, Keisha. You bad, don't get me wrong, you bad. But hey, it be the bad ones, man, that be can't keep nothing. Can't keep no man. You hear me? I don't know, man. Something about Keisha, though, that's hiding behind that sexy, silky skin. Yeah, let's get back to it.
later denied these claims. It was a diss track that didn't just attack Jeezy's career but aimed to humiliate him on a personal level. To his credit, Jeezy chose not to respond with another diss track, a decision many saw as wise. At the time, Gucci Mane was going through a tumultuous period. He was heavily into drugs and was increasingly erratic, making him unpredictable and even more dangerous as an adversary. Gucci was also escalating the feud in other ways, such as publicly betting $100,000 that he could beat Jeezy in a fight. Shortly after this, in 2014, Gucci Mane pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. This marked a turning point. During his time in prison, Gucci seemed to reflect on his life and his choices. When he was released in 2016, he emerged a different man, physically leaner, mentally sharper, and more at peace. In a December 2016 interview on The Breakfast Club, Gucci spoke about his perspective on beefs, including his issues with Jeezy and T.I. He explained that while he didn't consider it active beef anymore, he also had no interest in pretending to be friends. "We ain't got nothing to speak about," he said. "You do your thing, I do mine. We ain't got to be at odds, but at the same time, I don't want to slap your hand. I don't want to speak." For a while, the feud remained cold. But in April 2020, Gucci stirred the pot again by sharing a comedic recreation of his infamous confrontation with Pookie Lock on Instagram. The video mocked the situation, and Gucci's caption, "But for a real though," accompanied by laughing emojis, reignited chatter about the beef. Later that year, in July 2020, Jeezy appeared on T.I.'s podcast Expeditiously and discussed the possibility of ending the feud. Jeezy acknowledged that it would require a private, serious conversation, likening it to a mafia backroom conversation. He also recognized the business potential in squashing their long-standing issues, saying, "What I've learned over the years is that it's big business. People that went to Yale still do business with people that went to Harvard." By September 2020, the idea of a Verzuz battle between Gucci Mane and Jeezy gained traction. The series, which brought artists together for friendly competition celebrating their careers, seemed like the perfect stage for the two to finally put their history behind them.
It went sideways. It went sideways. The Verzuz, man, I know y'all remember the Verzuz, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, but this Verzuz was the most intense out of all of them, boy. Gucci came on that mug and disrespected, man. Stood on business.
Initially, Jeezy revealed that Gucci had respectfully declined to participate in a Verzuz battle during an interview on The Breakfast Club. But just a few months later, in November 2020, fans were shocked when it was announced that Gucci Mane and Jeezy would face off in a Verzuz battle. The event was one of the most anticipated in the series' history, given their violent and turbulent past. The battle itself was intense, with both rappers playing some of their biggest hits. But the moment that shocked everyone was when Gucci performed The Truth, his 2012 diss track targeting Jeezy and referencing the K-ing of Pookie Lock.
Put that in the dirt.
I tell you what.
Smoking on Pookie Lock tonight.
Many saw it as a bold and inflammatory move, and Gucci faced criticism for bringing up such a painful chapter in their history during what was supposed to be a celebration of their careers. Since then, the beef between Gucci Mane and Jeezy has remained dormant, and fans hope it stays that way.
You aren't burned.
Yeah, man, that was the beef, man.
Doubt.
That was the whole beef with them niggas there. You hear me? It went down, but that's the video, man. And Gucci and Jeezy. But hey, man, if you know, then you know. Y'all comment below, man. Let me know what y'all think of that beef, man. If you was around when that beef was popping, you dig? But y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all stay dangerous, stay safe, man. We gone.
Get it so long, and I can take it, body. That's a rockin', I'ma catch a body.